I want to start off with some breaking news. For this class, the class was supposed to be on quantum mechanics, but the students were accidentally taught heavy marine diesel mechanics. And we'll see where that goes. Maybe some of the students want to keep that as a backup career, so maybe serve on some type of ship to, as their chief mechanic, or maybe they'll retake the course in quantum mechanics. Just thought that was a bit interesting. Now I caught Yellow for Me's video, which is about people leaving the United States for other parts of the world. Now for me, I wouldn't mind just visiting different parts of Europe, the UK, Germany, places like that. I'd want to see what what it was like. Go visit there first to see what it was like. I am told that there are areas of Berlin where the only English speaking people live there. To me, that's kind of a shame. If you got to live in a country and not at least learn a little bit of the language. Ich verstehe ein bisschen Deutsch. Ein bisschen. Or in Spanish, it's poquito. Yo hablo español, solo un poco, muy poquito. I'm sure some people got that. Now, people went to Mexico. And to me, the drug gangs are too prevalent in some places. Of course, they're prevalent around here, too, so maybe it's not that big a deal. I know a guy that's living in Rocky Point, and he says the high humidity down there, because that's right on the Gulf, or that's the Gulf. But anyway, it's on the ocean. He said humidity is high, and it kind of messes with his arthritis. I don't know. So I've got to get back down to the Estrella Mountain community down there. Now, there's some very beautiful, homes in there. I'm sure they're very expensive homes. If somebody's interested, they can check with the real estate agents down there. Or I can, if anybody wants me to make some more videos down there, I can let me know, and I'll make 1 or 2 more, and I'll title them Estrella Mountain Community. I'm going to get 1 or 2 more videos, and I got to go back down there tomorrow and just post a few more videos. There's some parts of the road where on the mountaintop, you can look down in the valleys and see all the homes and stuff in there. There's tens of thousands of homes in there. It's a very, very big area. It's legally part of the city of Goodyear, but it's actually south of what you normally think of as south and west of what you would normally think of the town of Goodyear. I was going to comment on one more thing. I'm reloading Linux. My download seems to get slower and slower, and the ones over on low started timing out. So I don't think anybody was deliberately throttling my internet. I think it's just something weird with the software on Linux, on my laptops. I reloaded Linux Mint on one machine, and I'll probably do it on my other machine, and take those both over there early tomorrow morning. See if I can download some files, and then go do that job down the Estrella and get some video from down there. I think I covered everything. Yeah, if I remember something else, I was gonna relate the story about my daughter. Well, she's grown now; she got kids of her own. But anyway, when she was little, me and her mom and a handful of other people, we went down the deep part of the Rainbow Valley. It's my one spot down there. Sometimes I get down there, I like to shoot, but I haven't been down there in years and years. But I was down there. We were down there. This was before the 1993 no venting law. It's illegal to vent refrigerant to the air. But I'd take some 30-pound Freon cylinders that still had vapor pressure. The liquid gone, but they still have maybe 40 or 50 psi of vapor pressure. And I'd have about maybe half a dozen of them. I'd take them up along with some boxes of other targets, and lined them up. And me and about 4 or 5 other people went down there and were shooting at them. I said, my daughter was maybe 4 or 5 then. And I had her up on my shoulders, and I said, "Hey, stick your fingers in your ears where we know where we're shooting." Pretty sure she did that. What do I have, a 45 or a 9mm? Is one or the other. And her mother had a little 22 that I got her for self-defense. Which is, but anyway, we was firing at these cylinders, and you could hear the bullets hit, and you go, psss, as the refrigerant release. I said, this was before. It was June of 1993. This was before that, and we went over to look at him. And my daughter goes, she didn't realize what was doing, I guess, and she goes, "Somebody put holes in those." That was so cute. I had her up on my shoulders. I used to love to carry her around that well. But I couldn't possibly do that today. My little granddaughter's 5 or 4, and I could carry her around that way. Sometime I'm going to explain to her how I used to carry her mom around on my shoulders. Okay, still love this crazy world. Let's make things interesting. Love you. Bye-bye.